Welcome judges to this little video which will show you what to expect when you use the scoring machine. I feel I should apologise in advance to female judges who should take any use of the masculine pronoun as also meaning she. In order that the scoring machine can tell one keypad from another, each judge must precede the image mark with the star key. Each keypad has the star key in a different position, using all the mathematical symbols. Treat the star key as if you were typing a capital letter. Hold it down and then press the number key. Hold it down, then press the number key. Then let go of both keys at the same time, or as close to the same time as you can. When the star key is pressed, the computer acknowledges with this blue colour and the star that the computer has acknowledged the keypad A in this case. And the moment the key is pressed, the number key, the number changes to, and the main point about this is it goes green. By using the star key in this way, the computer can ignore the possibility that two judges have marked exactly the same time. What happens is if keypad A pushes his for a moment, for instance, and he doesn't put his mark in, then keypad B tries, we get an error message that says that A has been a little bit slow in providing his number. But if B persists, he will eventually get his acquisition and his mark. And so the system controls this by giving A the possibility, and then if he doesn't mark, passing it on to the next judge who wants to mark. Well, we can see here that we were in the mode of mark at any time, and this is a nice mode. It means that any judge can mark at any time. So if Judge A wants to mark again now, he pushes his key and away he goes. Or if Judge D now wants to mark, he pushes his star key and his mark goes in. Let's change, instead of marking at any time as we were, to marking in sequence and see how that looks. Now in the marking sequence mode, we get a prompt for the judge. So Judge A can now mark. He pushes his keypads, his star and then his number key, and at the moment he has finished marking, then up comes a prompt for Judge B, and so on. And you can see that this method of marking eliminates some of the issues that the judges might have from marking at the same time. They won't get so many error messages down here on the screen. Now let's have a look at changing the way the marks are shown. Show marks into quick reveal. Mark A now, when we mark that keypad, comes up with the normal letter in blue, and now the green bit comes up with the symbol and an equals, and it's green, so we know that the mark's been made. And of course we're marking in sequence, so it's gone on to the next one. So mark B in the same way. Now when they're all marked, we mark C and we mark D. We can see we get the marks showing for a short period of time. The operator can push the space bar on the computer, that will show them all again, or indeed any one of the judges can press their star key, and that will show them all again. Before we finish, I'd like to show you a few extra features of the machine. One of the special features of the scoring machine is that it can keep track of which images belong to which clubs. So it can allow for judges to be volunteered from clubs taking part. Now each image will have one judge not marking, and this is indicated by the X or pink X in the judge's window. Now the competition runs just the same way as normal, except that Judge A can't mark. So here we are, Judge B marks, and Judge C, and then Judge D. Now, it could be, I mean, this is another feature I would like to show. It could be that that one judge decides he's not happy with the mark he's made. Maybe he's pushed the wrong key, so he can ask at this point the controller to press one of the cancel buttons. So say it's mark C or Judge C that's decided he'd like to remark, and the controller pushes that button, and now the score has gone from up here, because Judge C is now not marked. So but now Judge C can mark again. And away we go, and we've got the score. Now, something else I'd like to show that we haven't seen so far is that when the controller moves on to the next image, we're going to get a big large score come up. This comes up temporarily and then goes away, and then we're on to image 2, and judges ready to mark again. And the purpose of this is that in that middle period of time, but any time before that big square comes up, the judges can ask for a remark. Now, one final feature I'd like to show is the tide mark per image. It's only related to self-judged competitions such as the one we've just been looking at, and it can be turned off if desired as well. At this point in the competition, it simply represents an average mark that the host club feels is appropriate for the competition. Of course, judges should mark as high or as low as they wish for any image, but use the tide mark as a guide to an average image. Of course, in this type of competition, every judge is marking his competitors' images, so it's only natural that without a guide, marks can creep downwards. At the end of the competition, the host club has the option of using the tide mark to show and rectify, if need be, results where any judge has consistently marked below the tide mark. Remember, the star key must go down first, followed by the number key, then release both keys. Don't rush to make your mind up about the mark, but when you're ready, operate the keypad firmly and without hesitation.